me long. No, though. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toe. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got a bonus, I sold out the show. Got like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Then I got time with you. All of these my body, I got paid somebody keep checking my pose. Walk in the club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mo. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first and 10, Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route It's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
319! 319!
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at a 3rd and 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
Mayfield down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39! Green!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Third down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down throw for Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a first carry for their fullback, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Johnson on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability, and I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Lucky 56. Gone.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. And Mayfield just getting the play on. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Justin Houston in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Williams to return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Again, it's Johnson. Shifts by him at the 25. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Fighting him off. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play fake. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Todd Davis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up a throw. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go play action here on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield on play action. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Underneath for Johnson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
He'll drop to throw. Escapes the sack. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll run it here. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers, right? And the Broncos get there and take him down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19.
Green 39.
Throwing, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. second down throw for Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Broncos on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they will get him down behind the line, but a penalty flag comes in late. And I think they got him down by the face mask. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Set! Green, 39! Green!
He'll look to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
They pitch it out to Hyde. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. Leopard. Leopard. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
Gone, gone. Set. 3:19. 3:19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 11 more on that one, and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Mayfield to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Down to 7 seconds now. 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Denver, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Browns, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.